Oops, I did it again. Hey guys, it's me, your favorite YouTuber. I'm not. No, I'm sorry. So, I did a bit of an oopsie. As you can tell, I did it again. I waited an entire month to post a new video. And I will explain that after I rant. So, first off, eyeliner. But second off, let's get into the meat of this video. Does my villager have a wang? Now, before you say anything, whoa, that's too provocative. Piss. I'm kind of aiming for my channel to be different now. Instead of just being for, like, you know, middle schoolers and kids. I'm more aiming for teenagers that swear. But I won't be saying anything like the F word, or the B word, or the S word. You get the point. I'll be saying stuff like, damn, and hell. Uh-oh! But now that that's over, let's get into the meat. Let's get into the meat, guys. So, first off, I know what you're gonna say. You stole that thumbnail from a Cat Icarus video. Before you say anything, I like his stuff. I watch him a lot. He's a very fun YouTuber. And in fact, I hope he sees this so that I can get some street cred. This guy's got freaking street cred. But that's not what we're here for. We're here for the juiciness. So let's get to it. So, does my villager have a wang? I'm not sure. So, let's go over the facts. The facts. The facts. The facts. Okay, so there's plenty of evidence pointing towards no. Like, for starters, obviously Nintendo isn't going to do that. It's a kid's game. But we are forgetting one crucial thing. You see, there was a video not too long from here by MacPat from Game Theory and explained how big Luigi's penis is. I know, vulgar. But, I mean, the people were asking, and he delivered, so I will deliver on this thing that only one person has asked. So that's fun. Yay. So, let's focus on the main thing, on how, like, does it have a wang? Does it have the pian? The pianta? Possibly. Let's look at the facts here, folks. The fact! For starters, obviously, you might think no, because it's a kid's game. And we've already shown that it is possible for them to have undercarriage, but there is one thing settling the dust. You see, there are little tiny details that might help our case and might not help. Like, for starters, if you look at the villager's feet, them guys don't have toes. So obviously, why would Nintendo go through all that effort? Well, you can't take off the clothes. Yeah, so in the game, you can only, like, undress your little villager so much. Underneath is a t-shirt and some shorts that are white. I don't know why I said they were white. I don't really know. But yeah. So that proves that they're not only hiding their hunk under there, but also nips. And don't give me that, no, they aren't hiding anything. You're wrong. You see, Jesus. You see, Nintendo did a thing with their new game, Super Mario Odyssey, which I know is not new. And I know that what just happened was embarrassing. We're all just gonna ignore that. But yeah. So in the game Mario Odyssey, there is a special costume which you can unlock with 1,000 coins. The costume is Naked Mario, or half-naked Mario. He's wearing underwear and he still needs a hat. But he does have nice pairs of nips, so I rest my case. But there's more! You see, there's a kind of little detail that you might notice because of one thing. You don't feed your villager. Apologies for that. Yeah, so if a villager eats anything, either some oranges, or some apples, or some cherries, or some coconuts, there are a lot of fruits. These guys need to get off the fruits, man. You gotta start eating some meat, man. You gotta start eating that red meat. Gotta start getting that diet in you. Gotta get pumped. I'm tired of citrus. But if you do decide to eat oranges and coconuts and apples and cherries, there's a little meter that will get filled. And if it gets all the way to 10, you can't eat anymore. Unless you have a toilet. And if you sit on that toilet after eating all those fruits, poop, plop, pee, caca. Yeah, your character does a fecal matter on the toilet. Which is especially weird considering they don't take their pants off. And even if they do, they still got the shorts. Which I think I mentioned they were white because brown stain. Brown stain. Uh-oh. So what does that mean for our case? Well, if Nintendo took the time to make sure that our character could poop, even if it won't make it into the toilet, we at least know one thing. It does have a butthole. And who knows? Maybe they went out their way to make a urinal, but they just didn't have the time. They probably didn't. I'm losing my mind. But wait, there's more. You see, in the game, there's a bunch of things. Aside from a toilet, we also have a urinal. And this was the main contribution. You see, Categoris, while in one of his old videos, talked about how there was a urinal. And that gave him the idea that his villager had a wang. Not just his villager, but all the villagers. At least the male ones. He didn't make the theory on whether or not, the female villagers had... Yeah. But wait, I hear your cries. Yes, unfortunately, there is other evidence to support. No. Aside from the kids' game, and they don't have toes, we also have the villagers. And even though the females could easily hide their cleavage, what about the male guys? They don't wear pants. They don't have anything. But we don't see anything. And there are certain cases where that makes sense. You see, some of the Animal Crossing characters are monkeys. Apes. And apes and monkeys specifically have small peepees. But I hear you, there are also male characters like hippopotamuses and deer and other stuff. And yes, obviously those guys are au naturel, at least on the bottom, so that makes no sense. Uh-oh. That's bad! But there is a comeback. You see, sometimes, there's a point where you can dress your characters. You see, there was the new update, not the new update that happened now, but a later update which allowed this hippie dog to show up. Oh, fun. And basically, you could dress up your villagers. But you weren't allowed to give them pants. Now, what does this show? Well, two things. One, the villager could possibly not have a... Mainly, the villagers and not the main villager. But the animal villagers might not have cleavage, and mostly because I don't think you could dress them up as pants. In pants. So, lastly, the one thing to tie this all together. Tom Nook. Tom Nook is a sleazy guy. He's a man of many words. He is a greedy man. As greedy as Wario. And we all know how that greedy a-hole is. So what the hell did Tom Nook do? Well, he possibly, in the villager's sleep, took the wangs and sold them to the black market. Now, if that ain't a Shane Dawson conspiracy, I don't know what is. So, that's all. That's it. There's nothing left to hide. Okay. I'll atone for my sins. So, if you guys have been watching for a while, and I'm surprised you are, 3 of my most popular videos are comment-free videos. And are also... What are those words? What's the word? Rants? videos of some kind. I'm trying to think of the word, but I can't. But basically, those are like, retrospective. There, retrospective videos. About different things. About baller knowledge. Like The Visitor and Total Drama Ricky. Those guys, yeah. And those are my 3 most popular videos. In fact, one of my other videos, which I had to delete because apparently there were no edits in it, was about horror movies, and that got at least 100 views. And I'm not saying the plushie videos are doing bad. I'm just saying that they do kind of take at least a little bit of work. You see, I don't have people to, like, do this stuff, and I'm not able to, like, hold up certain things or pause certain things, because that's gotta take a lot more time, and I'm a lazy ass. I'm sorry. But those videos are gonna be, like, hard to do, especially since, last time I did one, it felt kind of weird. It felt off, almost. And I basically had to, like, do it for the sake of, like, making another video. With this one, it's a lot less work, even though I know it is. Like, the plushie videos, you'd think I'd be able to make lickety-split. Considering I make them, I make the thumbnail, and then I post them at the same day. Whereas this video might come out, like, later, but I make the recording, like, a day after, or a day before, and I have to edit it in the middle, which will take a while. But I think the reason I don't mind doing that is because, well, it actually makes sense. It makes sense why I'm doing it. Whenever I make a plushie video and get done with it, I kind of just have this unfulfilling thing, where I kind of just, I know I did a plushie video, but, like, what do I do during it? Like, do I make another one? Or do I just take a break? And that's been kind of the bad thing that's been happening. I take so many breaks. And sometimes, I don't even know why I do. Like, sometimes I just take a break just because. I don't do it because of, like, some mental health thing, because most of that's already been solved. So, I'm just doing it because I just don't want to do most of the plushie videos. And I'm not saying I'm going to stop. I'm just going to, like, not let them be the main focus. They are still going to show up. You will get one from time to time. But if my schedule is supposed to be, like, good, and these videos are supposed to be pumped out, not daily, but at least weekly, we're going to have to sideline the plushies, though. Not a lot. They're still going to show up here and there, just by a margin. That way, I can at least feel like I can do something during that time to make it feel like, oh, I'm not wasting my time just sitting here and doing nothing. I can be editing. So, that's mainly why I made this video. Not just because of the stupid theory, and I think it's funny to, like, base a whole theory on, like, a little gag that a YouTuber did, but mainly just to tell you guys that I'm just gonna, like, not post as many plushie videos as I used to. Those used to be the main focus of the channel, and then I changed that. And so now, it's still gonna be the main focus of the channel, just not by much. It's a 50-50. It's a 50-50 chance you're gonna get a plushie video, or a 50-50 chance that you're gonna get a commentary video like this. Mostly, it's not even like 50-50. It's mainly like 70 and, like, I don't know. Yeah, it's basically like that. So, yeah. That's it, guys. Rebrand. It's time to rebrand, y'all. Yes. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment, because I figured that out finally. Hit the notification bell to get notified when I post. You gotta be looking at your phone. Man, he hasn't posted in a while. Oh, look, he posted! Yay! Fireworks! Poop! Spread poop all over the walls, why don't you? Yeah! But anyways, guys, I'll see you in the next one.